Pats hold the number 15 pick in this year's draft. Right now are projected to take quarterback Mac Jones, 7th overall, after a trade with the Lions. In all of Bill Belichick's tenure as head coach, the team has never addressed the quarterback position in the first round. Obviously, we know why. Elephant in the room, Max's favorite quarterback. Max, do you think drafting a quarterback should be a priority number one, that is, for Bill Belichick?
No, I don't. Because when you do it that way, especially if you're not picking first overall, what you start to do is kind of wish a guy into existence, right? Like, well, maybe he, and even if it's not the guy, I don't think that's Bill Belichick's style anyway. But if there was a quarterback that he loved, if he loves Trey Lance or Mac Jones and they slip enough where he can make a little move up and grab him, he already said, theoretically, he would do something like that. But you don't do it just because quarterback needs to be a priority, and I'll tell you why. I think people are sleeping, snoring on Cam Newton. I'll remind everyone, with no weapons, in a brand new situation, coming off catastrophic injury, into a COVID year with no preseason, with the facilities shut down a lot, and then he got COVID. Cam Newton came 2 plays away from being 9-7. As it was, he was 7-9, with a slew of wins against good quality teams. You mean to tell me in year 2 he's going to be worse? No, I think if Belichick hits on some weapons in the draft on offense, if he hits on some targets for Cam Newton and some guys to help him out, that the Patriots will be very competitive to win the division, even with the Bills and the Dolphins looking really good this year with Cam Newton. So if he sees the right quarterback, Stephen A., grab him. But don't just make quarterback a priority, frankly, because it doesn't need to be at this moment.
Max Kellerman, with all due respect, you sound clueless. And you sound clueless because just the other day you were sitting there talking about how the New York Giants should draft a quarterback even though they got Daniel Jones, who just started in the damn league, for crying out loud. Last year with COVID don't count, but Cam Newton is approaching 32 if he's not already 32. Clearly, he's not the running quarterback that he used to be. He's incredibly athletic. You know, we all understand that, but there has been some slippage in that regard because of attrition and what has happened to his body from a durability perspective due to injuries. We all know he hasn't been the most accurate passer in the world. We're looking at how they're bereft of weapons at the wideout spot, even though they just acquired Nelson Aguilar and Hunter Henry as your tight end there with Nelson Aguilar as a receiver. But the bottom line is there's some huge question marks about this team, this offense, and primarily about its quarterback. So if those questions exist, why would you not draft a quarterback if you're in a position to do so when we all know it would be one of the 5? Not Trevor Lawrence, but a Justin Fields, a Trey Lance, a Zach Wilson, etc., or Mac Jones. It's going to be one of those 4 if they were to draft a quarterback. Why would you sit up there and say the New England Patriots, who obviously have a quarterback that's a huge question mark in Cam Newton, and we all know Daniel Jones has never been league MVP and the resume doesn't compare, but he's also considerably young. He just got here. Why would you say don't bother drafting a quarterback for New England, but insist that the New York Giants draft a quarterback?
Well, first of all, I love the old Max, no disrespect, but you're a fool, number one. And number two, you're not listening. I'm making the same argument for I do. I'm making the same argument for the Patriots that I'm making for the Giants. The same argument. I'm saying you don't go in thinking, I got to grab a quarterback. I'm saying if a guy you really like, we know who's going 1 and 2. So it's Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson. But if a guy you really like, if you like either Justin Fields or Trey Lance or Mac Jones or someone else, and they're right there for you to grab, or you have to maybe move up a slot or 2 to grab, then take them. I would suggest that for Bill Belichick, for the Giants, for any team where you don't have a sure thing at quarterback, even if the Giants like Daniel Jones and his trajectory, even if the Pats believe in Cam Newton. Then you grab that guy if
then we don't disagree.
Right there for you.
If you're saying anybody that's got a question mark at the quarterback position should draft a quarterback, then we don't agree. My answer is correct. It's yes. You're damn right they should draft a quarterback because Cam Newton's a huge question.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.